They just came on now. Let's try get closer to the stage. Sorry. Excuse me. Hi there. Thanks a million.
Do you want to go on my shoulders?
What?
Sorry. Do you want to go on my shoulders?
Yeah, that'd be unreal. Thanks. Wow.
3 celebrates connections made by music this summer. Find out more at 3.ie/music.
Welcome to Take Two Radio. We are pleased to bring you interviews with people in the entertainment and music industry, discussions and recaps of the 4 remaining daytime soaps. That's The Bold and the Beautiful, The Young-and-the-Restless, General Hospital, and Days of Our Lives, as well as various other shows. For upcoming and previous shows, check take2radio.com. That's with the number 2. And you can find us on Blog Talk Radio, iHeartRadio, iTunes, and other streaming apps. Follow us on social media at Take Two Radio, and thanks for listening.
Well, good evening,
hey, everyone.
To Take Two Radio Soaps and Review. I'm David, your active host for the night, and joining me are Candice, CAROLYN,
hey.
and Anthony.
Hello.
Hola.
Hi.
How is everybody doing tonight?
Pretty good. Frazzled, tired, but good.
Yeah.
We're doing good. It's back to school time.
Ain't that the truth?
Summer's winding down next weekend, except for
Don't
CAROLYN.
remind us. Yeah, I have summer every day. The year.
So, for our first announcement tonight is with our regret that our guest, T.C. Warner, had to cancel out due to illness, and we wish her well. And she will be rescheduled at a later date.
Well wishes. Well wishes.
Well wishes to everybody.
Get up soon. Yes.
Okay, so let's take this. Where do you want to start, guys? I'll give it.
Well, why don't we start with the big elephant in the room?
Yeah.
Well, we can't be too. We got a warning. We gotta keep it down.
Light.
I saw the warning, but you know what? Honestly, this is life, and it needs, it should be discussed.
Yeah.
Openly and honestly with opinions that are fact-based. Yeah, but opinions are just such. They're opinions, and everybody has their right to have, thoughts and feelings about what's going on.
We do, and we. That's all.
David, I think we all got the message.
On a level.
We all got the message.
Yeah, we won't be too hard. We'll just discuss our feelings.
I'm kind of curious, if you don't mind me taking the lead a little bit. I know,
Go ahead.
Candice, you're a big fan of Mel, or at least you appear to be. So what do you do you think he's getting some unfair backlash? Or do you think, it's being put out there in all truth?
I'm going to say, okay, because I've been approached this question a couple of times this last couple of weeks. And I do have a different opinion regarding it. I think, and I'm going to speak on behalf of myself. I do think that in the beginning, Mal was already being judged because, again, this is, he's new to American soaps. He has experience in soaps, but not American soaps. And just like everything else, like at the store or, you know, at a car, you know, place, you see something new and it's something intriguing and you go, ooh, ah, you know. I do think some of the backlash is, I'm kind of conflicted. I'm going to say it like that. Because I know that he tried to bring in some of what works overseas into an American soap, which right there, that's a red flag for a lot of people because some people don't like their soaps to be tampered with. We all know this. I think the shock value that he kept promising was a good idea at first, but now it's gone too far. I also think that people got to remember there's somebody above Mal Young that can authorize these decisions. And that's what's going on right now. I have so many thoughts and feelings about what's happening right now that it's ridiculous. But the only thing I can say is that I hope it gets better because all this stuff that's happening to Young and the Restless is so reminding me of another soap that was canceled. And their anniversary is next week of their final episode. And, yeah. I feel as though, like, I think I defend it, but at the same time, I feel like when you defend somebody, they should show you, like, okay, yeah, this is the real, you know, these are the reasons that I'm doing this. That's why I'm, you know. But now I feel as though he's doing things the opposite of what he promised the fans. And it's scary to watch because all of a sudden it went from A to B to what the heck is happening to the show. And anybody who knows me knows that Young and the Restless is my show as well. You know, I defend it on a good day and a bad day. This is by far the worst right now that I've seen.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And it's scaring me. It is actually, I can honestly say this right now. As a Young and the Restless fan, I'm scared. I'm worried of what is happening to the show. I know that what's happening at the network right now, you know, because there's a bunch of stuff that's happening at the network.
Yep.
And all I can see is what's happening. Like, I can't even, it kind of makes me sad. It makes me upset because, again, like I said, especially this time of the year, I just keep thinking about that one show that was canceled. And it's certain similarities, casting changes, people rolling out. I don't know, but you know, with Mal, he has to do something, or I'm sorry, I don't want to see anybody, you know, fired or let go. But if you don't produce something to make fans stay aboard, because when you lose, what was it, 1 million viewers?
Yeah.
That's unacceptable. I'm sorry.
It's 1.3 is the number that was put out today. 1.3. You know, actually, I'm gonna. Go ahead, David.
See, me myself, I don't really understand the ratings. I mean, one minute we notice that they say all soaps are up but one, which was, I think, DH, and then you hear YNR is down. So I don't know how to follow it. So
Let me give a little explanation. The ratings are based upon people that are signed up for the Nielsen system, people that are asked. And then they generate numbers based upon what's being given by those people that are actually part of the system. So one person represents 1,000 viewers that is in that system. So, and the numbers are pretty darn correct based upon the law of averages and statistics and so on and so forth. The thing that that CBS has going for it is they can add in anything that's on CBS All Access into the ratings. And neither one of the other two networks with a soap on it has that option. So The Young and the Restless, you know, for the last 3 years has had, let's say, a little bit slightly bumped up numbers because of CBS All Access. And now that they're looking, now that they're looking in trouble, they're looking at it realistically and saying, the CBS All Access numbers are core viewers who have been there and are going to be there. They don't represent what we need and are talking about today. And that's where a lot of the confusion comes in. Yeah. But I want to go back to what Candice was saying. This is my opinion, and like my grandmother always said, opinions are like the toilet place. Everybody has them. But this one is mine. The powers that be brought Mel over here for CBS. They wanted him. I don't know what they promised him, but it was probably a couple of stars and maybe a good subsection of Land on the Moon. But they got him
probably.
Here. And then they never gave him the chance to really do what he wanted to do. Those of you who listen to our show faithfully know that I'm not a huge fan of his. I think he made promises that were too grandiose to begin with. I think the scale of what he wanted to do was not what the core soap audience was ready for. I wanted him to do it, but I wanted him to roll it out a little bit more slowly and with a little bit more imagination. Now, that's just me personally. However, he set out to do what he said to do, and when I give a man credit for big ideas. I give a man credit for really wanting to take the Young and the Restless somewhere, and I believe he did. I don't think he was a plant put in by the network to start, all kinds of, to start the process of axing the show, basically.
I agree with you there, yeah.
But then you bring this man in, but you don't give him any backup along the way. It's sort of like, the board of directors of, let's say, Johnson & Johnson hiring a CFO, CEO, and then saying, oh, no, you can't change the coloring on the Q-tip package. Oh, no, you can't make a lilac-scented baby powder. Well, then what did you hire me for? Why did you put me here if I can't even make, a base decision? Now, if I make the decision and 1.3 million people stop buying the Q-tips, then fire me. But if you don't allow me to make the decision and let it play through, then you can't really judge me on the other end of it. That's my personal opinion. I really feel like he's getting unfair backlash, and I hope any of the soap fans that are listening tonight really take a serious thought to what Candice and I just said, and put your anger and your distrust and your disheartenment where it truly belongs. Also, having said that, we've lost a lot of great soaps in the last 10 to 15 years. Guiding Light is gone. All My Children, One Life to Live, My Two. I mean, I came out of the womb knowing who Erica Kane was. I came out of the womb wondering if Vicky was Vicky or Nikki. They're gone. As much as we'd love for them to come back, they're not coming back. And the reason I'm saying this is because everybody was up in arms for a few weeks when it was announced that Guiding Light was going. Everybody was up in arms for a few more weeks when it was announced As the World Turns was going. Same thing with All My Children and One Life to Live. And they had the chance. They were given, Prospect Park was given the opportunity. It failed. We know why it failed. It could have been done 1,000 times better, but they're gone. We have 4 soaps that are left, and one of them is in deep jeopardy. If you care, if you're listening to this and you care, it's time to write an email, write a Facebook post, blog, whatever it is. You need to put your voice out there to the appropriate people. Not a Facebook post complaining, but a Facebook post to CBS executives. An email to CBS executives. Let them know you want your show. You care about your show. And even though it's going through some turmoil, you will stick with it and help it to get over this rough patch. That's the only way we're going to continue watching. Those 2 things are the only way we're going to keep this show on the air.
And I just want to say something too about something that you just said, Anthony. Is I always say that the soap fans have more power than they believe, because my thing is that we can do that. We can campaign. You guys know, here's the thing. This is where I say, because I know some people. Do it positive. Don't do a lot of negative, like, if you don't do this with this show, that I ain't going to be watching the talk. Okay, guess what? People are still going to watch the talk, okay, regardless of what you said. But, like, fans who, like, okay, another elephant in the room, we all heard about Doug Davison, okay? There's people who remember the first day he started on the show all the way up. You have fans who've gone through the changes of each head writer, executive producer, and all the changes there, and people still loyal. Out of all the fan bases, whether it's movies, music, or anything, soap fans are the loyal or very loyal to their show.
They're loyal.
Good or bad or in between, okay? And like Anthony said, especially CBS fans, this is directly to you. It was unfair that Guy and Light was canceled. And I'm speaking from my heart on this one. We all know the As the World Turns story, okay? Some people feel as though what happened with CBS in the last couple of weeks is karma, okay, for As the World Turns, okay? We have 2 left. Out of all the networks, CBS has 2, okay?
Right.
And the thing is oh, God, I knew I was going to cry. Shoot. The thing is that this genre, the daytime drama, cannot take another hit. It can't. Because once another one goes, that's the beginning of the end. Yes, there's digital drama series, and those who follow me on Twitter and on Periscope, y'all hear me say this all the time, I preach it to the choir, is that they need us more than ever. Yes, I know it's a two-way street, you guys, because these shows have to prove to us why we need to still be invested in them.
Yeah,
if you've been invested all this time, if you've been invested all this time, and Young and Restless fans, we've been through it, hell and back and hell again, but you stuck with the show. If you really want this show to succeed, you email, you campaign in a positive way. Don't be sassy, okay? This is business. If you conduct business a certain way, you'll get respect back. Yes, CBS is going through a lot. We already know this. But you seriously need to tell these people, hey, look, I've been watching Young and the Restless for blah, blah years. I've grown up with Victor Newman and Nikki and Jack as John Abbott's son. You can put that in there. You can slide that in there. And just, you remember when Christophe St. John was a baby face and came on to the Young and the Restless. You can do that because when you write letters and you tell people these things, I believe that CBS sits down and says, you know what? Yeah, you're right. They're right. We can't mess this up.
1.3 million viewers. Imagine 1.3 million emails. You think you think that 1.3 million emails. First and foremost, the Young and the Restless has been the daytime anchor for the last 20 years. I seriously doubt that they have a valid idea of how to carry daytime without it. So right now, not next week, not next month, right now is the opportunity for us as soap fans, all of us. And even those of you guys who don't watch CBS, just think about this one point. When CBS falls, it's the justification for NBC and ABC to cut their losses before it's too late. They're not going to wait. They're going to say, okay, if the Young and the Restless, number one in the number one daytime for the last so and so years, if they're gone, oh no, we gotta go. See you later, Port Charles. Nice to have known you. We will write books and remember you. Yep.
So we want to get on our proverbial horse.
If we're gonna have a campaign, do you can you email us or me the email address and the phone number, and I can get it out there to my followers and just see what kind of a response we get. And we're assuming that a lot of people are young and whatever, and I think there's a lot of fans that are older. They're probably out there wondering what's going on, but they don't know what to do or what to say or how to go about it. That's just my opinion.
There are phone numbers, David. I don't know if you can research that, or if you want me to research it and put it up. There are phone numbers, absolutely. And you know what? For you guys that have grandsons and granddaughters, make them some meatballs on Sunday and tell them to bring their cute little phones over to your house and get you some phone numbers to call.
Yeah.
I mean,
ask for help, and let's get. At the 1.3 million, do you think there's a little bit of runoff just from all that's going on with the whole CBS this week? It's like people are just they're ticked off with this, so then it's I'm not even gonna watch that.
I think it goes different ways. I'm gonna say this. I think it goes both ways, because before this was announced, what happened? It's been under key, and then it really exploded. I can trace it back to certain things on Young and the Restless that has led up to this point. Obviously, some of the storylines. You had a beginning and it stretched it out. They pulled another show. They didn't really have an idea, and this is my opinion, of what to do. The JT storyline was everybody had an opinion about it. Everybody it was a backlash. It's still continuing to be like the story that had such great hope that fell flat. You have Michelle Morgan. You have Melissa Claire Egan. You have Crystal Khalil. You have the whole Doug Davidson situation. You have not a lot of people like Christian LeBlanc and Tracy Bregman. And I'll even give you the biggest one. And I don't know if anybody has been really noticing this, but when you have Melanie Thomas Scott and Eric Braeden not on as much as they supposed, like the limit time frame, and now you have Eric Braeden on vacation for a month.
Yep.
I'm just saying, there are certain things that, and you ushering in a new family, and you're taking out another family, not just one, technically two. When I say that the similarities of Young and the Restless and Gone Light, and I'm like, CBS, you can't do this. You cannot botch this up. People are looking. Up until now, nobody really was like looking at Young and the Restless in this light. There were some people who did, but in the last couple of weeks, when I tell you, even my opinion of the show has completely changed, and I didn't think I could. You guys know me. I rep for CBS. The joke is Candace Broadcasting System. That's what I did growing up. I always watched CBS, so of course I knew, just like Anthony. I knew who Victor and Nikki was. I knew that you don't mess with Jack Abbott. You don't mess with you didn't mess with Cricket. You could mess with Cricket because she was everything. She had the hair, the clothes. She had Danny Romanotti. You don't, and that's the thing. Like,
the only one who messes with Cricket is Phyllis.
Right. Well, I'm gonna do that. But like, even me, like how you said, like the grandchildren and stuff. Like, I'm the youngest, and I respect the vets of these shows. I respect Jeff Walton, Peter Bergman. I respect them, and when I say that I'm looking at this show, like, they're my second family. These soaps are my second family.
Oh, yeah.
So when I see a family member hurt, it hurts me. And okay, don't cry, Ken. These CBS fans, soap fans, we need to get this together, because I can't, and I've always said this, wherever you guys hear my freaking voice or see me, I cannot announce another soap being canceled. I can't do it. I will not do it. And if I have to mail out how to not wreck a show to these soap executives, I'll do it.
Well, we'll get our campaign going. We'll get the phone numbers. We'll get the email addresses out there, and we'll do the best that we can. That's all we can do.
That's all we can ask for. Is do our best.
The powers that be are in charge, and we'll just have to try our best to stave it off. That's all. That's all we can do.
Well, we fed the elephant. Let's ride the elephant. Candice, give us
There
a
we
brief
go.
recap of the last 2 weeks of The Young and the Restless. What actually has gone down on the screen?
Lily's gone to jail, y'all. She's going to jail.
Lily's gone to jail.
Nobody thought Lily's gone to jail. She thought she was going to get away with it. Kind of, sort of. Devon finally made a plea, kind of, sort of. Like, I think the guilt was getting him. And he made a plea. And, you know, he thought it was going to help. But we don't know if what the judge was going to say, to be honest, because the judge did say he changed his mind after hearing Devon's plea. So, so pretty much Lily is to spend a year in jail, behind jail. And I want real quick, what did you guys think about that? When the judge gave Lily
what's your opinion? Yeah.
Honestly, for the storyline and how they've played it out, I can't really bash it. Let's put it that way.
Right.
I think the storyline went off the rails. You know, I'm honestly, you know what? I'm going to be as honest as possible here and be as nice as I can. As far back as Dylan and the hooker with the heart of gold story, you know, they've really botched the major. You know, I gave thousands and thousands of posts and blogs and props to Marla Adams and the way they handled the beginning, middle, not really where we are now, but the beginning and middle of that storyline. That was the shining light. But since the hooker with a heart of gold and Dylan, they've really gone off the rails. This storyline was not written well in any way, shape, or form. Having said that, the way it has been written, I won't bash it. I think it's gone where it could go for what they presented. You know, The Young and the Restless is not the bring back from the dead, not the, you know, the governor will come in and pardon you because, you know, you ended up in a wheelchair for murdering, you know, your son's biological father. They're not that soap.
Yeah.
However, I think the fans right now would accept a broad sweep kind of, you know, Phyllis wakes up and somebody's in the shower and the last year has not happened, kind of thing, to bring us back where we need to go.
Okay.
I think this new family, I gotta say, I think this new family is interesting, but the way they're tying in, I don't know. It ain't working.
What did you think of the judge's decision? What did you think of the judge's decision after Devon's final plea?
It's a soap. You know, in real life, I'd be up in arms, but it's a soap. I wish I could say, you know, I was shocked, but it's a soap. You know.
You don't want her to go to jail.
No, but behind the scenes, you know, I listened to another show that did an interview with Lillian Crystal. Thank you. You know, and she brought this to them. She wasn't going to renew her contract. She wanted to go on recurring status. You know, she was very polite about it. Didn't talk about the behind the scenes drama and all that. But basically, she brought this to them. They didn't they didn't do this to her. So I'm really not shocked, and I'm not as much as I hate to say this, I'm not unhappy. Give her the time to work out what she needs to work out in her own personal life, you know, and bring another storyline to the forefront that will get us interested, that will carry us over, and not someone trying to sleep with her almost stepdaddy, because that one ain't working either. But you know, as far as the decision goes, I'm not unhappy with it, to be quite honest. It's a soap. And I think that sometimes we as soap fans Forget the fact that, one day we're willing to accept that a serial killer is now eating cereal with the daughter of the police commissioner. But God forbid,
the subtleties. God forbid
we have a miraculous cure for a brain tumor. I've always said you can't play 50-50. If you accept one, you have to accept all. You don't have to like it, but
we just have to accept it.
You have to accept it. Bashing it, creatively saying why it's not great and why it doesn't work is wonderful. But bashing it is not helping at all in any way, shape, or form.
Is it bad that I am enjoying it? Not to cut you off, Anthony. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm actually enjoying it, and I'm gonna tell you why. Now, before, I feel as though the public relations should have waited until after the episode for us to know what was going on with Crystal Khalil, because I did say leading up to it. I mean, it was a debate going on social media. They was like, should Lily pay? And I said, well, technically speaking, I said, for all the Lily and Kane and Vaughn, I said, let's look at this as a real situation, because Young and the Restless is the most realistic soap out there. I said, in real life, if this situation was happening, the driver would be responsible point blank, regardless if the person was in an argument or fussing or whatnot. Once she takes her eyes off of the road and she is the driver, fully responsible for not only herself but the parties included in the car. Included in this situation, Lily's own son was in the car. So there you go. The thing is that when Devon was put in a situation, he had a lot of hate, and he's still, and I told this to everybody, he is still grieving. And anybody who has ever lost a loved one, you go through 5 stages of grief. And each day does not get any better, okay, until you have that moment of forgiveness within your heart. But with that being said, I feel as though they kind of shifted the story from Devon to Lily and Kane a little bit, which is expected. It is. But when the judge ruled, at first I was like, okay, $55,000. I was like, okay, she thought she got away with it. Because I don't know if y'all saw that little scene when she looks at Michael like, that's it, my license was renewed. I can't drive for 2 years and I got to pay $55,000. Oh, this is great. Now, nope, you got something else coming. And I knew it. When the judge said a year, I kind of was like, a year? I was like, wait a minute, it should be 2 years. But again, I had to go, and it's like, this is the soap world. Crystal Khalil is leaving for recurring. A year, that makes sense to figure out if she wants to stay on the show or if she wants to do prime time stuff. Keep in mind, this woman has been on the show since 2002. Has it been 2002? Yeah, 16 years. Yep.
Yeah, about.
So to me, I was like, okay with the outcome. Now, with Young and the Restless, this is, they have a perfect opportunity, like you said, to have another story. Because the story should be Lily's sanity in jail. Can she make it in jail for a whole year? Because right now she's doing the whole, she's doing the whole situation right now of her stages of accepting her new reality. She's trying to she's trying to please everybody who sees her. Like, I'm fine. No, you're not. You're not fine. You have Kane. Reality, Young and the Restless, don't you dare have him cheat while she's behind bars. Because technically speaking, they're still married. And not only that, he has to run a company. Not only that, he has 3 children. He has a teenage daughter who might be wilding out. A baby that we still need a DNA test on. He has a son who right now is he's kind of like not going to school. I mean, he's kind of like
rebelling,
being a total opposite. And you have Maddie, who's just like headstrong right now until later. We never know.
You know, there's such a wealth of opportunity for what they could do here. You know, this is a perfect time to bring Jess Walton back on the canvas to really help Kane, to really pull in. they also, they also could play out the whole 5 stages with the family members and with Lily's close circle of alliance. There's a wealth of opportunity with what I really suggest. And obviously, we're a month and a half behind anyway, so what I suggest isn't gonna help anyway. But the best thing they could do is put this story on the back burner for a good 2 months, and then come at it like, okay, look what's happened as a result. Lily's going a little crazy in jail. Maddie's going a little crazy with the boys. Devon, the light shines, and Devon realizes he's the one who can bring it all back together by forging forgiveness and forging we have to stay together no matter what. And it's a perfect opportunity for Kristoff too. Quite honestly, he's a talent that they bring out and flash at us a little bit, but they really haven't given him the opportunity to be a Jack. And he could be a Jack.
See, I also thought about this too. I kind of do want Kane to have that anger towards Devon, because even though, Kane brought up at the court about, how Hillary, that he forgave Neil about Hillary. And I was like, wow, they went back on that. And I kept thinking to myself, you know what, Kane, you should be angry at Devon, because now your wife is behind bars. Your world has come to a halt. So I kind of do want that sibling feud for a little bit. I do feel as though they should have a moment of closure. I actually want Young-and-the-Restless CBS, hear me out. Devon fans, hear me out too. I would like for a ghost appearance of Hillary to come and appear to Devon and kind of make him, get some closure. Yeah,
that's what I meant. And, by getting the light. Yep.
Yeah, kind of having that moment where Devon says, but we were supposed to have that life. It's not fair that Lily and Kane, and then, have Hillary, say what she had to say. And you're right, they should put it on the back burner because there's some other stories that needs to take present right now.
And they need time to let this percolate a little bit too, to let it simmer and let the flavors kind of, figure out what the flavors are going to do. So I'm Italian. I'll always bring it to a cooking kind of metaphor.
Right. Gotcha.
There's one more thing I have to say that I've seen online that I most definitely feel in my heart. So I'm definitely bringing it up for a personal shout out. But guys, CBS, please take note. Kane has an infant. Kane's wife is now in jail. We should see some distress on how is Kane handling the infant. Yeah, we know he got a nanny, but nannies are not 24/7. But you should, we need to see Kane struggle a little bit with having this infant as well. There's so many balls that been dropped. Yeah, go ahead.
We want to see the degradation within the family during this time.
Mm-hmm. You're starting to see it with Charlie. Charlie's skipping school. He doesn't want to go to school. He's with Shauna and stuff. He is completely the opposite, and it could be affecting him because he feels as though maybe this is his fault. Which, technically speaking, it is Shauna and him that kind of started because they thought that they had sex.
Uh-huh.
So, half of Charlie is feeling guilty because he feels as though maybe he should have said something. Maybe he should have did something. Maybe he should have stood up for his mother instead of trying to impress a girl. That could be weighing on him, too. Yep. And Maddie won't have a mother figure.
All right, let's take a look at what else is going on.
Okay.
Guys, I have to ask. Do we think that Nick and Sharon are we a little over how long it's being dragged out at this point?
Oh my God.
What, those two
I'm
together?
over it. I'm over it.
Not that they're together. When I first took a look at Young and the Restless years and years and years ago. It was the height of the first Nick and Sharon go-around. So I'm always in my heart, as much as I love Nick and Phyllis, I really did, I still will always kind of believe Nick and Sharon are the soulmates. However, having said that, this storyline, did they kill JT? Did they not kill JT? They let now Phyllis and Nick, roll it up. Roll it up. We need a big moment where somebody walks into a party and says, yo, they slept together, yo, get it all out, let's roll past it. It's going on too long with too many repeat. I always said I hated General Hospital for that period of time where they were flashing back every day, where they were flashing back every damn day what happened the last 5 days. The Young and the Restless is in a different way is doing the same thing. We're going over and over and over the same material for the last year. It's time to roll it and kill it. That's my personal opinion, like I said. Go ahead.
Anthony, you need to stop reading my Young and the Restless stuff that I posted, because I said that if I was the head writer, I would do that. I would have a wedding, but I would have the secrets come out, like somebody unexpected, come and say, how Sharon, Phyllis, and them are involved in JT's death, or if he's dead or alive, and everything, and also about Nick and Phyllis. And I feel as though you're right. Young and the Restless has now taken that place where it's like, God, come on, hurry up and tell the darn secret, because this is getting boring. I think everybody has lost interest in the situation, and it's like, okay, it's been almost 6 months to the date that JT has quote unquote died. I mean, like I said in the beginning of the rant a little bit, is that the JT storyline was supposed to be about domestic violence, and they turned it into a Desperate Housewives storyline, and it has no strength anymore because it's just phased out. It phased out when they said JT was that Nick was playing JT, and I'm like, okay, Scooby-Doo.
There's a ball that was dropped that was glass, and it completely shattered. Yeah. The opportunity of the family going through with Victoria the stages of what she would have to accept. All of the real life, realistic that could have been told about that storyline was completely thrown away. And it's a damn shame because, I'm not a huge fan of Victoria as the character, but, I've grown up with her, and she is a great actress. She could have played all those things, having to explain, having to sit down and tell her young children, having to go through with Reed what really happened. There was so much story that was just thrown away. That at this point, we don't care anymore. We don't care. And that's a bad thing.
And I got to go back. It should have been Adam. Just going to point that out. Oh, my God.
Yes. Thank you. Yes.
I got you, Anthony. I got you.
And I got to say one more time, Summer that came back, such potential. I wanted her to be, a brat. I wanted her to be, but not this version. This was just, even the kids that I've seen online, the young 20s, the late teens, they don't even identify with her. Sorry. Okay, I'm done. and I care.
On to the next.
Next, so?
45 minutes on Young and the Restless.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's Queen Carolyn.
No. We've got the Bold and Beautiful, and we've got the General Hospital. We got a lot.
No. Tell us about the days of our lives.
Well,
let's say it's basically the little opposite of Young and the Restless, where they are on mark telling stories that count and that we can identify with.
Yeah, they're not lingering too long.
No, they're certainly not lingering at all. They are on fire.
Daytime Emmys 2019. Just saying. Just saying.
Ain't it the truth?
Well, the scene with Will and Lucas. Did everyone see that this week?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, it is. The one thing that I like is that an advanced directive is prominent in everyday life, and anyone can identify with that. You see it every day. That's what's getting me in tears.
Yeah, it's a great way for them to have gone, to be honest. I know, it's not receiving the fanfare that I think it deserves. A lot of people are annoyed by the storyline, but it's very prominent, and it opens up a whole wealth of feelings.
Yes.
Which is what we want on our soaps.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Definitely want emotion. I just feel bad for Brian DiTillo because he's leaving, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not happy about that.
I wonder if he's taking baby Bonnie with him.
Did you not love when she said baby Bonnie and he was like, you named her Bonnie?
I said to the TV, I said, why can't females name their children after them? Men do it all the time. So I was like, just go, Bonnie. Bonnie.
You know,
I don't know. I can't picture that. Well, we'll find out because that's going to be his half sister, right?
Okay.
Well, I seriously doubt that is his child.
Well, I don't know. I saw
think it could be
the pictures of the baby.
child.
I think it's Mimi.
I saw the pictures of the twins that are portraying that baby Bonnie, and I don't know that those twins are beautiful. I can't see them taking all the time. There's got to be a long storyline here.
Yeah, I think that there's definitely some story going to be played out here.
I actually do think that's actually Mimi's baby though. I really do. I don't know who the
daddy is coming back.
Yeah, I mean, I have a feeling I know who the daddy could be. Please let it be Kyle Lowder's character. Please.
Oh, you little devil. Look at the story.
Right? Everything you can hire me now. But, no, I mean, if it is, I mean, if they do say Bonnie and Lucas are the kids, okay. All right. Go Lucas.
Yeah, just saying.
Just saying, but if it's Mimi's and Kyle Lowder's character, I'll be really happy too.
Oh God! It's just it's really making us laugh and cry at the same time.
Yeah. And Paul's leaving as well, so I guess Will and Sonny are going to get together.
Yeah, and I think Brady's gonna have something to factor in there. I didn't see today's, but I was rejoicing yesterday when Will started to shout back at him. And I love Brady, I do. But sometimes, sometimes he forgets just how dark his past is. Everything happens to Brady.
Say like Brady's the golden boy. Come on.
But Will and Sonny said goodbye to each other because neither one of them can do that to Paul because Paul's been good to both of them.
So nice of them to finally put Paul's feelings ahead of their own. Finally.
I know, right?
And I'm doing that while I'm rolling my eyes. Like,
exactly.
please remember
it's till 10
please
p.m.
remember, Salem fans, Will actively forced Paul to look at him and fall in love with him. You know, when he had stepped aside to do the right thing. So now, you know, it is kind of time for them to put Paul first. But Brady's going to muck it up. It's going to be Brady. I just know it.
Yeah, it's weird because the scenes with Brady, first and foremost, for them to make me like root for Brady after all the stuff that Brady has done in the last couple of weeks and months, I was like, yeah, tell him, Brady, read him, yes, thank you, because I'm like this with Sonny. I'm like, you know what? You're such a man child that's not even funny anymore. Like, I'm done with you, Sonny.
Yeah.
Will,
yeah.
like, okay. Everybody opened the Holy Grail once you came back, but don't forget, you treated Paul the same way too. And then I was like, yeah, go Brady. Then I was like, you know what, Brady? You say you love every single woman that has come into town, so you have no room kind of to say that. But when Will clapped back, I was like, yeah. But Will is such. I gotta give it to Dave for doing this. I mean, I did like Will and Sonny for a minute and everything. I liked it Paul and Sonny for a minute. But like Brady told Will, when they were supposed to get married, Sonny all of a sudden just left Paul. And I'm like, And I said Paul was very, very, very understanding. I was like, Days of Our Lives has turned Will, Paul, and Sonny into John, Marlena, and Ronan.
Yeah. You know, I wanted to be mad that Paul fell off, 3 stories right after, because I gotta say, the way they did the wedding, the way Will's memories flashed back, that was so soap, but it was so modern soap. It was classic and modern at this. It was done. I mean, there is nothing in 2018 on any soap that's been done as well as those 2 weeks of Days of Our Lives. I'm sorry, hands down. From Susan to Kristen, to Sammy with the leaves in her hair, to the memories.
Oh yeah.
So Will, you could feel him feeling it. You could see, you could hear. He was hiccuping and breathing. It was done so well that I want to be so damn angry that they pushed him off. Huh? I'm preaching.
Anthony. You're saying exactly.
I want to be so damn angry that they put him off 3 stories, and now he's going to be paralyzed. However, like I said in the last segment, in the Young and the Restless, I'm going to say here, if I'm a soap fan through and through, I have to accept what's going on. And then when I did that, I said to myself, oh, this is good soap. This is good soap. Okay, I'm down with it. Now, who's going to mess it up? And my conclusion comes to Brady.
What I find is phenomenal that Patch is leaving, Paul's leaving, and their acting is still. I mean, it's still there. I mean, they're doing a great job.
Yeah.
Well, I think I think Christopher is leaving October, November.
Yeah.
So he has some time. But, yeah, I mean, with this storyline, I'm just like, you know what, Sonny, I keep looking at Sonny at the TV like giving him an eye, like he can actually see me. I'm like, you know what, you're so wishy-washy. Will, you're wishy-washy. Brady, you're wishy-washy too, but you're standing up for your brother. I'm like, I can't even fault you on that. And Paul, like you guys said, I mean, he was in the middle of all this. I mean, I mean, I'm sorry, but that's devotion and love for me to go out the window.
Yeah.
If I didn't care, if I was like, you know what, bye, I'm going the opposite way. But like I said, Paul has suffered the worst out of. I mean, but funny.
I have to say this. As much as I have given Dave's props, since the islands, where with the crazy, weird, whatever, that was bad. That was really bad. But since the islands, since Ron came on, they have gone phenomenal. They have been phenomenal. But here's the one ball here's one big, huge ball they dropped. First, a secondary ball, not count as much, but they brought Billy back for what? that could have been played out so damn well, and like what happened there? But that's besides the point. The biggest ball that they dropped was taking Deimos out. There is no bad guy. There's no Days needs a permanent. Obviously he's dead in real life.
Villain.
We
need a villain.
we can't have Stephanie. We need a villain, and dropping Deimos, he was phenomenal in the stupidest storylines. He still pulled it off. I mean, they need a permanent villain. Yeah. They tried to make Sonny bad. That wasn't happening. Nobody's accepting it. That sweet little baby face. Brady just.
And then they tried to do it with Brady.
Yeah. What's next, Eric? Is Eric going to be bitten by a bee and suddenly, or is he going to be possessed like his mother? They need a bad guy.
Did anyone notice that? EJ. What's his name? His real name's gone right out of my head.
James Scott. James Scott. Oh God, I love him. Sorry, go ahead.
He's on the event circuit. Did anyone else see that?
Yeah, I did.
Well, that tells me that he may be coming back.
I'm just saying. I said this from the jump. I said Days of Our Lives. Now look, out of the 4 soaps, Days of Our Lives, we all know pretty much everything at Days because they release it all the time, like with Kate Manson and stuff like that, and they take 6 months in advance. I said if Days of Our Lives pulls this off of sneaking James Scott back with EJ, and I've been saying this from the jump that EJ is with Nicole. I'm saying it again. EJ is with Nicole. Okay. If they pull this, Russell Shore, sorry, Young and the Restless, I love you. We've been through it all, but your number 1 slot may be challenged.
Yeah.
If Days does this.
Well, that popped up.
Oh boy.
I said, he's on the circuit. There's something.
Yup.
In
Canada.
That's what they did with Ben. I saw him just sneaking about last year, and I said, now why is he out on the circuit doing these events? I mean, there must be something in the background, and sure enough, Robert Scott's back.
Yeah, and when James walked away, he walked away completely. He stopped doing events. He stopped tweeting. So if he's back, it's back. The writing was on the wall the minute we heard Kristen utter those words. And it's so funny because soaps are soaps. All of a sudden, somebody that hasn't been mentioned in months is suddenly in everybody's conversation. How much Sammy loved DJ? How much Sammy loved DJ? What would you know? You know that they're prepping us to remember for people to go to YouTube to check it out, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe he's come to his senses because he didn't leave on a high note.
And what if EJ was the one who brought Vivian back to life?
That's what I said. Like with the whole EJ thing, I think it's going to go the way that he doesn't remember certain parts of his life, and en route Nicole. Because let's be honest, the way Nicole left, like she was just not Nicole like she wasn't Nicole.
Right.
I don't know who she was when she left, but that's why I said like if they're going to really play a storm, just ideas floating around here. If they really want to do this, have it where Eric or Brady finds Nicole, and Nicole is with EJ, who doesn't know who these people are. Boom.
Sammy was kidnapped, right? So that's how she just came back, and
she was kidnapped and drugged.
And drugged too.
What I would have loved, and they killed it. They killed it, unfortunately, with what went on last week. But what I would have loved is if all this played out, in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now, we suddenly found Brady and Kristen in a room, all kinds of hot and heavy, like we pulled it off. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not
what you're saying.
We pulled it off. I would have jumped through the window, back through the window, naked, like you go there. But I think that there is definitely more story. There is definitely more story behind this. Kristen's been around for longer than we think. I would not be, and I can't wait for that to play out. And I hope, Candice, I hope you're right. I hope she's sitting there with EJ and he has no idea who he is and he thinks he's the baby father and she got this perfect life. She got this perfect pretend life, and they come in and they're like, what? No.
Here's the thing. I don't know if y'all notice what Dave's be doing sometimes. See, now I'm getting into my so fabulous now, right now. Okay. Dave Realize is playing like all of the fan bases. Okay.
Oh,
now look.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Here's the deal. We all know that there's Daytme fans we hear you, Daytme fans. We know you've been waiting. But there's also the other fan base of EJ and Nicole who feels as though they got slighted a few times.
Yes.
And that's why I said, like, if they do this storyline where Nicole bumped into EJ, couldn't believe it, crying, boo-hoo, and everything, and EJ is like, who are you? If they go that route, oh, my God, you know what? I ain't prepared for this. Wait a minute. Let me just sit down.
Does anyone know
I would
where
not mind if
Nicole
they
went?
If they take a page from Bold and Beautiful and say, oh, my God, she conned him into think, a Quinn Liam. I would freaking love that. Oh, and now they got this perfect life. He thinks he's the baby's father. They think they've been, and Nicole, because Nicole is just the ultimate schemer behind Sammy.
Yeah.
Nicole. So, Nicole, it's not. I'd love for Chloe to be the one that, like, accidentally bumps into them. Then they knock Chloe over the head, and Nicole keeps her in the basement until Brady and Eric come along. I mean, that's some soap that could be played out, man. And yes, you are right. They are definitely prepping every fan base except for the Sammy Lucas fans. We all want to see that one last moment. But go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they need to, because Dave is hype. You also got John Marlena's the John story. Can we give a round of applause to Drake? Drake Hogan, y'all, Emmy nominee for 2019's Daytime Emmy.
Yes, we can do that.
Did you not love real quick when he told Roman, say it again? And then he came back from commercial, and Roman was like, oh, yeah, I'm with you, John. Don't worry. Roman must have peed in his pants a little bit, and there's probably a stain in the back, too. I loved it. Loved it. He said, say it again. And that John Drake Hoaxton, oh, my God, that crowd was so sexy sometimes.
I'm so proud of this show. I'm so proud of this show for giving us this material. I promise I won't cry. I promise.
And John wants the daughter to keep the papers that Marlena signed, and she's did you see that yesterday? I think it was yesterday.
Yeah.
I did.
He basically
we're not gonna.
her.
Yes. You're not getting those papers to Kayla.
Let me ask this question because this actually is Ron and them are definitely doing their homework with that. We all know what a DNR is, right? Y'all,
right.
Do not
directive. Directive. Yes. Yeah.
And the thing is that let's not forget John and Marlena are not married. Okay. So if Marlena already had a power of attorney, or somebody to authorize this situation. First, I thought it was Sammy, unless I missed that, but I could have sworn it was Sammy, but whatever. I'm kind of in the middle of all of them. I don't agree with Belle for kind of like just wanting to pull the plug without,
Right.
I understand John's frustration. It's like, how can you do this to your mother? Da-da-da-da-da-da. I totally understood that. And I was just like kind of just watching Days, and I was like, you know what? These writers are brilliant.
Mm-hmm. Because it's real. Because it's real. There's people going through
real,
that
and it's
every day, especially here in Florida. Oh, my God.
Right. It's a debate. It's a debate amongst family members, friends, and fans because it's like, where do you stand? Do you stand with John or Belle?
Yeah.
Where do you guys stand at? Who is in the clear? Like, I don't know how to even say it. Like, which side do you?
I love when John spit out, you're not a priest no more. But then, Eric, it's like, Eric, do you have any opinion? Who are you? Do you even care? Like, it was just like, Come on.
He's the one who shot his mother. Thank you.
They keep forgetting that. They keep blaming Sammy.
Sammy. I'm like, she didn't pull the gun. He did.
So they didn't. The vows weren't all done and finished.
No, the vows weren't finished.
Oh. I missed that.
That's what makes it so. That's what makes it so heartbreaking.
Yeah. So if Abe had said, now me personally, I'd have grabbed Abe by the neck if I was John and said, "Pronounce us, motherfucker, pronounce us right." Oh, excuse my language. Pronounce us now. Because that's all that was needed.
Yeah.
Because it was so close. It was like, does anybody here have anything to say? And that's when that whole thing happened. And I agree.
About it. Think back for a second. She said "I do" as Sammy was screaming no. She said "I do." Yeah. He already said "I do." All he needed was "we now pronounce." Yeah. Man. Dang. She said "I do." And then Sammy and her leave-ridden hair came flying in. Gotta say, man. Did they not?
Man, such a throwback.
Oh, yes.
The throwback was real with that scene with the hair coming out, the red dress, and the teeth flying. I'm like, I remember this scene.
Oh, Lord.
And they had set it up so perfectly with the way, Abe's speech, both of the vows. It was just like, oh, my God, we are, the Marlena doll. Let's not forget the Marlena doll.
Right, from Home Shopping Club. Mm-hmm.
I mean, they just posed. I got to say, Emmy nominations. If y'all skip over this, you are gonna have a very, very angry fan base because this was so damn good. This was the best of 2018 so far.
I just loved it.
Yeah, priceless. It really was.
It was the Umbrella storyline too. GH, take note. This is how you do an
Umbrella
storyline.
Yes. Now moving along real quick. I mean, I think we should go on, but let's just recap for everybody where we stand with the Salem Nights that we haven't seen since the wedding started. Sierra and Ben, and the crazy blonde one. What the hell's her name? Claire.
Claire. Oh,
yeah.
Claire. Oh, Claire. Oh, yeah. She's hitting on Trip now.
Yeah. She finally took a trip on the trip.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. She's going to take him places he's never been before.
To the moon and back.
Yeah. Honeymoon.
All right, I guess we move on to Los Angeles.
Okay. Well, that truce didn't last that long, did it?
What do you mean?
Between Steffi and Hope.
I can't talk about this show. I'm sorry.
Okay. Here's a positive. Let me rephrase that. Here's what I am praying will be a positive direction for Bold and the Beautiful to take. I really hope that they go full force with a whole court battle, so on and so forth, with Will. Otherwise, the only storyline is Hope versus Steffi. Who's Liam going to choose? Is Brooke going to get so fed up with Ridge that she goes and fools around with Bill yet again? I mean, the writing is on the wall. How many people want to put a bet down right now that by November sweeps, Bill and Brooke will be naked together?
I don't care. I don't even care anymore. That's the sad part. I don't even care. I lost all faith with Bold and Beautiful unless they make Zoe.
Oh dear.
I really don't.
To keep their clothes on.
I don't even.
And why did they even bother bringing back Sally? They have such a talent with that girl.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I gotta say this. I'm gonna run it down real quick.
Okay.
The custody battle is a waste of time because I feel as though first and foremost, you listen to Thorne. No offense, Thorne, your daughter's dead because half of it is because of you. Because you didn't take the time to acknowledge that she had problems. You have no right to tell Katie, Katie, you have a mind of your own. And I cannot believe you let your boyfriend of 5 minutes kind of twirl your brain around and not only that, but tell Bill that he's more of a father to Will than he is. Give me a break. Katie, let me read you too, Katie. You ain't perfect. Nobody on that show is except for the baby, okay? And for you, Katie, to be like, well, Bill is not a good father. Who else on that show is a good father? Point him out to me. Because I'm sorry, and I can't really believe that you're doing, like,
Charlie.
You know who Bill is. Well, I mean, the thing is, you know who Bill is. I mean, you wouldn't have seduced him, slept with him, got pregnant, and married him if you didn't know who Bill was. So, to me, I'm Team Bill. I'm Team Bill because I feel as though Katie and Thorne have both lost their other love in mind. Now, Bill, 5 weeks ago, you was all obsessive about Steffi. Now you having flashbacks of Brooke and you? Really? I can't with you. Brooke, girl, moving on. Ridge, stay out of it. This doesn't concern you. You worry about your own little girl right now who's trying to be a seductress and getting back at Hope saying, oh, Liam was with me first. No, honey, you broke up Hope and Liam first. Okay?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for taking over a little bit, but I had to get it all out.
No, girl, please. I haven't. I watch about 5 minutes. I fast forward through almost all of it. I get the salient points that they're trying to tell, and the rest of it is just pure. God forgive me because I really don't want to see any soaps go, but it's just pure crap. And it hurts. It hurts because back in the day, I didn't even watch it then, but I used to tune in for big storylines because I was a soap fan. Back in the day, they would have a fashion show, and Sally Spectre would come up through the floor.
Hello, darling.
Boom. This happened. This happened.
I even remember those days.
They have, oh my God, they have such a wealth of history. I don't know, 10 years ago they started this triangle as the only storyline to be told. And it's just done. You're in L.A. I have to say this every show that we do, but you're in L.A. There are more than 7 people in L.A. And where's Sheila? I'm sorry, just got to say, where's Sheila? Why is she still serving mozzarella sticks at the bar? And where's Quinn? Where is Quinn? They have such talent. They have such talent, and they're wasting it. Yeah. And one last thing that I have.
Are you talking about Pod Quinn? Are you talking about Pod Quinn? Pod Quinn. Because the Quinn that I see that's kissing Steffi's butt all the time is Pod Quinn.
Yes. And,
okay.
And I have one last thing to say. Ingo Radmacher is a very good-looking man. Yes, he is. Okay? He's Thorne. Thorne is an iconic character, this and that. But Katie had the damn pizza boy. And they were You cannot. No.
Nope.
No.
She ain't Reva Shane Lewis, y'all. She ain't Reva Shane. I just want to point that out, too.
Oh, my God, yes.
The two
yes. All right, I think we said all that we can say on The Bold and the Beautiful, and I hate to say that because, unfortunately, the writing. Oh my God. Okay.
It's hard. What can you do in 20 minutes?
Well, yeah. let's go to Port Charles.
I'm done. I'm gonna try. Be good, Candace. You're a good girl. Be good.
Okay, shall we start with the dead body?
Oh yeah, get
what
the dead
body?
out the way first. The dead body, that's at Charlie's Pub. That blew
oh,
up.
God. Oh, God. Yes, please. I'm sorry, I had a brain fart. Yeah, come on. It's been 20-something years. I can more get with somebody coming back from the dead than being dead for 20 years and not having decomposed even an ounce. I mean, where's the maggots? Where's the worms? I mean, seriously. General Hospital, you ask a lot of us. Anna been dead and come back about 7 times. You know, you ask a lot of us. Robin done blown up in the damn hospital right before our eyes. You ask a lot of us. But a dead body that has been there for 20 years and look like he could get
30.
up and do the mambo, could do the Macarena, you just asking way too much of us, General Hospital, and you know you my show. Go ahead.
30 years. 30.
I can't say anything because I'm over the story too. I can't.
So,
it piques me.
Candice is speechless.
Candice is
It's not even a good. I mean, it's one of those things. As a viewer of General Hospital on and off for years, and you see this storyline, and it's like, okay, first and foremost, they're not making this an important character, so really I'm not interested. I feel as though GH has now taken the Young and the Restless approach for this all-timer storyline, and having Mike do something, you know, it's triggering back to Mike and Sonny. I don't have any interest anymore. I don't care. I mean, if it was somebody that has been gone from the show for a long time and they reveal it, maybe slightly, but no. And you're right.
You don't care who it is.
Good preserved body. Yeah, I don't care. I mean, no. Is it Morgan? No. Oh, it's been 20 years. That's a
30.
good preserved body. 30. Dang. All right, Ziploc bag it. All right. They put it in the Ziploc bag, didn't they?
They put it in the Ziploc bag, yeah.
With KFC. Yup, with KFC chicken. Bam.
And don't forget the face stuff. Don't forget the face stuff.
Oh, Albino does wonders for skin, y'all. Okay, when did we become a broad? Like, can we get free products on this? Like, Albino skincare? And Campbell's soup?
Okay, General Hospital, you will always be my first love. Well, I don't know about always. You have been my first love, and I will hope that you will continue to be my first love. But the whole Cassandra thing, and now a dead body that's been, okay, I'm sorry, David, 30 years, and now a dead body that looks better than I did this morning when I woke up. Oh.
Okay. Get the name of that plastic surgeon.
I didn't even see her. You guys were looking at it?
I mean, they showed it. I mean, it was like right there, skull and all, like in the middle of the rubble. Oh, yeah. Julian's thing blew up. Boom. Because, you know, GH got to do an explosion every 6 months. So that's how this skull. Blah, blah. And, yeah. Poor Christina.
It's like a teeth flying out of Susan. Here comes the skull.
Oh, my Lord.
Okay. Did Valentine have something to do with? Did I miss something? Did Valentine have something to do with Madeline's murder? With Madeline being, dying?
Well, I don't know.
Candice, be good. Be a good soul person. You can do this. You can do this. Here's another story I don't care about.
Yeah, breathe deep.
Y'all all know who Nina's daughter's gonna be, right?
Okay.
It ain't Kiki.
Anthony.
Well,
wait. Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
I have a theory about this.
Go ahead, girl.
I don't think it's a girl.
Ooh!
I don't think it's a girl. I actually think it is a boy.
Go on it.
GH.
It is.
Okay, so after some I'm trying to figure out like who's the new hunks of the show, right? It ain't Peter because I already said that's Alex's child. Yeah, I did. So I was like, all right, who is the, it can't be Griffin because, we already passed that boat. Bye, Griffin. Love you, Matt Cohen, but bye, Griffin. So it has to be somebody new, I don't know who just yet, but I don't think, because obviously every General Hospital fan, when Nina first came on, everybody said Kiki was her child. And they've been on the show for a while, so technically they have missed the boat 2 times, okay? And if they were to all of a sudden, go ahead, Anthony. Or David.
They would have, at this point, they would have to rewrite history again, because when they had Irene on as Delia mentioned to Ava about being pregnant and all that. So we know Ava gave birth to Kiki. So other than
unless she's
literal.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what happened?
Then what? I don't think it's Kiki, but here's the.
It's going to be Nell. It's going to be Nell.
Yeah.
Chloe leaving was a big red herring. She's only doing some pilot auditioning, and she'll be back on campus, I would say, at the very last day of May Sweeps.
Do you know who I actually think it really could be?
Who?
If it's going to be a girl, I think it's going to be what's the DA's name?
Margot?
Oh, Margot?
Yeah.
No. That'd be a dead body or somebody coming back from the dead birth 7 time kind of storyline, because how the hell is she a DA and only gave birth 20 years ago?
Okay, this is General Hospital where Peter is older than Robin, and we all know damn good and well, sorry for cussing, that General Hospital's biggest thing is they like to rewrite their own history. And that's why I said, if they're going to go and say it's a daughter, I mean, when I see Margaret, all I can think about is how they place Hayden and Nell into a family that we already know. And that's why I'm kind of hoping that GH proves a lot of fans wrong and says it's actually a boy. That's around that age. I don't know who they could, I don't know.
The only one I can think
what I'm saying?
offhand is Chase.
Oscar.
No,
Oscar.
but the boy would be about 20, in his 20s, wouldn't he?
Nina was in the coma for 20 years. She's been out of the coma, so he'd be 22. But we could age Oscar next week. Week.
Because I got an issue with GH about Oscar, too. But I'm going to be good. I really was I'm literally, looking at how, you look at the canvas and you try to figure out, who they could, do this to. And that's the only thing I can think of. Because I even saw people going online and saying, oh, it's Christina Baldwin. And they was like, we didn't see Christina Baldwin being born. I was like, here's the clip of Port Charles when Julie gave birth and Chris gave her drugs because she was in jail. And I said, so we've seen that birth. So if they're going to, GH has to really think about this story because everybody already assumes it's Kiki. And like you said, Anthony, they would have to rewrite history yet again and say something completely different, as well as also kind of taking away a character that soap fans have known for. I mean, we all, everybody knows Delia,
Yeah.
Yep.
So GH is kind of putting themselves into a corner with this. With Valentine killing, I don't think Valentine had anything to do with that. But if they did, they're trying to make him a bad Cassadine all of a sudden. Way to go, GH. You're a little too late.
They already did because...
No, go ahead, David. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Because of Nicholas, he's already got...
Yeah. I'm right there with you, Candice, on that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because supposedly he killed Nicholas.
Okay.
I'm going to move right along and say kudos to Chandra Wilson, who came from Grey's Anatomy, to play the doctor. Kudos for her doing her soaps and her service to soaps, being a lifelong fan, coming on, bringing a little star power. But Lord have mercy, you had Bernie and Stella, you had Chandra, you had original Jordan, Vanessa, you had Curtis, you had oh my God, me too. You had powerhouse actors sitting in that room. What did you do, General Hospital? Ron, Frank, you should have had a staff meeting and thrown eggs at every single one of those writers who wrote that scene. You 4 powerhouse actors. You had a major network star. Dr. Bailey, man, Dr. Bailey been through it. Dr. Bailey can give you everything. You had 4 powerhouse stars sitting in that room, and that was your therapy session?
Oh, you wanted to see more of that therapy session?
Oh my God, yes. Oh my God, yes.
I think there's more coming. Don't you think there's more coming?
I don't think it is.
So. No, I think they closed the chapter on that. It was the worst stunt in stunt casting ever.
I already told
Sheila. No, Sheila was the worst. Sheila was the worst. This was the second worst.
No, here's what ABC did wrong. Okay, okay. First and foremost, this is Shonda's second time on General Hospital. Okay, look, here's the deal. General Hospital is ABC's longest running show, point blank. Okay. Grey's Anatomy is the longest running, as of this season, the longest running primetime series. I'm still waiting for a crossover. I'm still waiting for the crossover to happen, where you can have Dr. Bailey attend a medical conference with Dr. Terry, Kim, Elizabeth, and everybody at General Hospital. Something happens at General Hospital. One of the people goes get sick or something like that. Like, here's drama.
The perfect crossover.
Right. This patient
got
has to get
brain tumor. Bring him out to Seattle Grace. Or
it could have been somebody else. It could have been somebody else, because I'm so over the tumors of General Hospital right now. And you're right. It could have crossed over to Seattle Grace, where there's an emergency surgery happening. Tie the shows together. I don't understand why they've never done that yet. That would have brought in Grey's Anatomy fans to General Hospital and General Hospital fans to Grey's Anatomy. General Hospital, you need to do some stuff to help your show too. And
yes. Can I refresh every soap fan's memory? When Luke and Laura came back that first time, they had a 2-hour Friday night General Hospital television movie that was the highest rated, because they classified it as a movie of the week. It was the highest rated movie of the week in 5 years. At that time, 2 hours in prime time. What the hell? What is going on? You are absolutely right. That would be the best crossover ever.
And they did those little crossovers. Do you remember with Roseanne?
Yes, with One Life to Live, because One Life to Live did that too with Court, and came on because Roseanne was dreaming about it. But also remember that it was Roseanne was Jennifer Smith, and it had Luke and Laura. And what I've been saying, ABC should have did stuff when Nashville was on ABC. When I just don't understand why. And you're right, even though those scenes were kind of good, I felt as though it fell flat. It was one of those like, whoa, attitude. Oh wait, that was it. Okay.
The best was, it wasn't even on the shows. It was those elevator moments where the stars from the 3 shows ran into. Jason was stuck in an elevator with somebody called
the What If.
Plane. Yeah, the What If.
Yeah, the What If. Yeah. Frank won an Emmy from that too. I remember that.
Yeah, it was Michael Easton and Kelly Monaco, Cameron Matheson and Laura Wright.
Tony Gary.
Steve Burton and Rebecca Budig. Yep.
Maurice Bernard and Susan Lucci. Darnell Williams and Debbie Morgan, and Kristen Alderson.
That's right.
Bradford Anderson and Trevor St. John.
That was a great one. That was a great one.
And Cassie DePaiva and Michael Knight.
That's right.
I never saw that one.
That's right. Nobody likes it.
Hello?
Well, I'm not going to say.
I love those.
That was a good one. The one with Michael Easton and Kelly Monaco, and having the whole Livy and Caleb poster in the back. I'm like, oh my gosh. I gotta find those. I wonder if it's still on YouTube.
Sure.
Yeah,
that was a Frank thing. Oh, and Dominic Zampronia and Bree Williamson.
Oh yeah, that was a good one too. Yes.
When she was Tess. Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And John Paul Lavoisier and Kirsten Storms.
They had one?
Yep.
I do not remember that one. Okay.
Well, I have a piece of General Hospital casting news.
Uh-oh.
And it involves One Life to Live indirectly, because he is not coming back as his One Life to Live character. But General Hospital has cast David Gregory as a new character.
Really?
Lord
have mercy. Let's hope that he is shirtless as much as possible.
Why do I have a feeling he's going to be the new Lucky or Dante?
I think he's going to be Dante. I really do. I have a feeling he's going to be Dante.
Okay, let me get my process moment here. Hold on. Let me just get this inserted in my brain. Computer, absorb information. Yep, he is the right. Yeah.
And I don't know if you've seen him lately, but I've took out every magnifying piece of software that I have for a picture. Oh Lord, he's looking good.
Oh, I'm telling you, the man has been working out and he's been working. So, if GH, listen to me very carefully. Don't you mess this up. You take care of him.
Mm-hmm.
Take care of him. Like I'm giving a strong warning. You take care of him. He's a really good guy. I don't know if anybody's met him before, but he's really sweet to his fans and he's appreciative of the genre.
He's an awesome guy. I've met him a few times.
Mm-hmm.
He's an awesome guy. I am so happy for him.
We had him on the show. A couple years back when he was doing the movie with Eric and St. T. Nelson. Yeah. So we had him on in the beginning, right after One Life ended, basically.
Such a sweetheart.
Well, I think we've explored all 4 soaps this evening. I would like to go on the record one more time as saying that through the darkness, there is always some light, and we can be the light, like I said earlier tonight, and Candice definitely expounded on the facts. Let's get the emails, let's get the phone calls going, and let's do it in as positive a manner as possible. Let's get them to see how much we care and how powerful we really are.
I mean, think about it like a business meeting, you guys. Is that if you want to prove your point,
right.
If you want to get, it's a business situation because this. I mean, we can do the personal. I mean, and like I said, you can share personal stories. You know, like I do know that there was one young lady who watched Young-and-the-Restless and she was battling leukemia. And she made a little graph and everything. She said every time that she got sick, from the treatments and stuff, she would think, what would Victor Newman do? And I'm like, okay, you can share stories like that, but come in because you want the emotions. You want them to realize that these soaps are a family, but at the same time, be business-like, at CBS.com.
And they're serving a purpose. They're serving a purpose.
pretty much. I mean, these soaps have been around for everybody's birthdays, you know, saying goodbye to loved ones, moving out of your parents' house into your own apartment, and then moving back to your parents' house. What's saying? Oh, weddings, births. I mean, they've been there. And the respect the vets. And I always post that out there on Twitter. It's hashtag respect the vets, because without the vets, you guys, we wouldn't be here either. You know.
Yep. Respect our vets.
True.
That's what we want.
Yeah.
So, you know, and just remember, hey, shoot, even send all 4 of the soaps and the how not to wreck the soaps list. I'm telling you, it's the Bible. Amen.
Let's just clone Ron and send a Ron back to GH. Definitely a Ron to the Bold and the Beautiful. Oh Lord, how could they use him? And a Ron to the Young and the Restless.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, yeah. Oh, what a world! What a world! What a beautiful world!
You know, I'm going to get a lot of backlash to this on my Facebook postings, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
But you know what? I would even rejoice if they brought Jill Farrenfeld back to the Young and the Restless.
You hush your mouth. You hush your mouth. I'm sorry. As soon as you said that's the soap thing in me. I mean, I know. Trust and believe, Andy. Some other people have said that. Who would I pick to come back to be? You know, because Josh Griffin. I don't know if anybody knows that Josh Griffin is back over the Young and the Restless too,
as associate producer.
Right. But keep in mind, history lesson, they brought Mal Young kind of in that same situation, and look what happened. And Josh has history, some good and some bad. But I always said if push came to shove, I would take Josh and Charles Pratt and Kay Alder all in that package.
You know what? You're right. I didn't even think Charles Pratt. Actually, Charles Pratt would be a much better choice. A much Josh Charles. Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Josh and Charles, they have history. They have history. They created Sunset Beach. Keep in mind, I'm saying that's my show too. And I mean,
that was a great show.
Yeah,
and Melrose Place. He did Melrose.
Yeah, he did. I mean, Charles Pratt has had some good prime time experience, and he's also had some good daytime moments as well. Same thing can be said about Josh Griffin. I mean, Young and the Restless fans hold him accountable for a lot of stuff, but
they do.
You could, but Days of Our Lives really holds him accountable for a lot more. Even Joe Hospital fans.
One thing I remember reading about Young and the Restless back then, and this is from Jeannie Cooper herself, that Josh was on during the writer's strike, and he helped keep them together.
Yeah,
he did.
And I gotta say, the story that they had going on during the writers was really damn good. Damn good. They kept us interested. I got one more suggestion to the powers that be at CBS. I know that she is just recently out of her massive troubles and trying to get her life back together. Hire the soap maven herself, primetime soap maven herself. Bring in Heather Locklear. Call her Andrea Woodard, not Woodward, Andrea Woodard, and bring in an Amanda Woodward character, a.k.a. Heather Locklear, and let her stir it all kinds of up.
Yeah. Heather Locklear first. Get yourself together, honey, and then you can come on to the book. I actually can see Heather Locklear on Bold and Beautiful. I've always said that. I thought she would be perfect on that show. I was thinking about
Heather's been on a nighttime show.
She was doing Dynasty and T.J. Hooker. And T.J. Hooker at the same time. Oh,
at the same time.
Recently, she was on. I forget the name of the show. She was really good.
The one Kelly Sullivan show. on
Yes,
TLC.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know what happened.
She was the
what
president's
happened
wife.
there. Yeah, no, it was good. I saw it a couple of times.
Well,
So I don't know why she went off the rails.
She's just out of rehab, so supposedly she's got her stuff back together.
Yeah, I hope so. I
would actually love to see her on. Oh my gosh, if she came on Bold and Beautiful. Oh my gosh, I'm just having flashes right now. Yeah, Heather Locklear on Bold and Beautiful. Yes, make this happen.
Heather Locklear.
Can you?
You know, we could start a campaign for that too. I mean, we got Betty White on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, Heather Locklear and Catherine Kelly Lane. Can you imagine that? Catherine Kelly Lane and Heather Locklear.
And Hunter Kylo, if they brought her back to normal, I don't know where she is right now. She's like a bat out of some kind of crazy. But if they brought Hunter Kylo back to normal, I
think some of it had to do because of, sadly, Hollywood, how they don't really value their experienced actresses. They're mature actors. They want to go young instead of mature. So I think that's probably half of what, you know.
Yeah.
But Soaps is a place for all ages, honey. Yes.
Yes.
That's right.
Yep, all ages.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great show.
Okay, everybody.
Yeah.
It was a great show, everybody. And I want to thank each and every one of you for your opinions. I thought you were all wonderful tonight.
Thank you.
And please check out our various individual pages. Check out our Take Two Radio page. Please, please, please look out for those numbers and emails. And even if you'd like to post on Facebook, you know, a copy of what you're sending for others to take note and to try to, you know, emulate. I know I'm going to be posting mine on Sunday. I'm going to take all day Sunday to write an incredible letter. So by Sunday night, y'all can take note, look at mine. You can copy and paste and just sign your name to it. I don't mind. I don't ask for any remuneration, but I do ask that you participate. Having said that, there are 4 soaps still on the air. Take a look at all of them. Give them a chance. I know we sounded a little disgruntled this evening for most of them, but they are still worth watching. Have a great week, 2 weeks, everybody. We will see you 2 Thursdays. Hear you for 2 Thursdays from now.
On 27.
And East Coast, stay safe. Stay safe. Thoughts and prayers goes out to everybody that's going to be affected with the hurricane.
Oh, good Lord.
Don't text and drive.
Lots of prayers there. I feel for you. I went through it, and it was last year that Irma went through here, so I know what they're going through. It's tough.
Yeah, I'm just kind of looking at the weather right now. Don't see a raindrop, so hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it misses me. But
okay, well, be safe and have a great weekend.
Yep.
See you too.
Enjoy your birthday, Anthony.
Happy birthday!
Oh yeah, happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Thank you. Thank you.
I'll have a reader for you. All
right, David, you have a clue and milk for me.
Okay. I love one.
You have a dream about that. You have a dream about David Gregory for me. Those are my presents to you guys. Sweet dreams. Good night.
Sweet dreams. Bye.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.